I always had doubt in the back of my mind too. I always believed that I had the potential to do something, and I started to listen and learn from other people, and they always say, like, aim for the highest thing you can aim for. My name is Ben, and I'm a basketball player, and I try to teach the youth, share what I've learned with them, and I'm just kind of on that journey seeing where that leads me. I teach a bunch of different ways. I coach high school teams, my old high school team. I train players in group settings as well as like individual settings. The first thing was I knew if I started to build videos, these things will last, and upcoming generations can watch this. They can watch my journey. And when I think back to me as a kid, having somebody in my community that did that and showcased that journey and showed their passion for the sport of basketball, it would have been incredible to watch. And then to train with that person and to learn with that person, it would have been really cool. Like I said, I'm thinking about my future, and so if I can start to make these videos, it's gonna add to my credibility for when I wanna be a coach or when I wanna be a trainer. And who knows, it can grow into a business of itself. Well, the first time I was attracted to basketball, I saw my friend. He had like a jersey on and shorts, and he was going through the legs and dunking on his net that he had in his driveway, and something sparked within me. And ever since then, I was obsessed with the game. Like, something about it, man. It's hard to pinpoint what, it's just everything together.
Ben has been a consistently genuine person. I remember first meeting him way back at Shaker's camps. Shaker would organize all these camps for kids who didn't have the same opportunities that other kids might have had. In a lot of ways, like, there's a lot of differences between careers and this and that, and that's kind of the beauty of life that I've found is it doesn't really matter what you do in terms of like that surface. It comes out to like the pages within the book, the pages inside the cover, and Ben has got a long story with a lot of really good chapters, a lot of really touching stuff. So I think we can kind of connect on that because although we've been through many different changes in life, it's like there's kind of that consistent rhythm, that consistent song that plays throughout all of it where he just doesn't change in those ways. So
I always believed that I had the potential to do something, and I started to listen and learn from other people, and they always say, like, aim for the highest thing you can aim for, right? So I'm like, okay, I want to try and play at the highest level I can as a player, but I always had doubt in the back of my mind too. You know, I would play a game and I didn't play well, or I had a stretch of games where I didn't play well, and then all of a sudden, you know, I'm feeling depressed for the rest of the night, or I'm just really hard on myself. I think happiness, for me, a lot of it comes down to, am I getting better every day? And am I reaching my goals? I think there's kind of like a base level of happiness, like if you ever heard of the Maslow's hierarchy, it's kind of like psychological needs, and at the top it's self-actualization. So simple things like we all have food, shelter, water. For a lot of people, that's all they need to be happy, right? But then there's always that what's next? Okay, I have this, but what's next? What's next? There's always that what's next question. And that's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because you don't run out of things to do. You always have something new to chase or to pursue. You can get lost in it too by never being satisfied, always focusing on what's next and never being grateful for what you have. So you gotta be able to balance the two. And I think when you have a good balance, when you're grateful for what you are, you're grounded, but at the same time you're ambitious, you're going for more, I think that's when you're ideally the most happy.